and it's a big one. It's a clash of the rivals. It is Aldi versus Lidl. No, I'm only joking. We are here today in Totton to watch the little brothers, Totton and Eling, versus one of our local teams, Milton Town. Where are we today, Rambler?
We're in the Richard, or the Keys, in Totton. Literally about a 40-minute walk to Miller Park, up the road there, or you can get a bus. Yeah, we're going to bus it, obviously we're not going to walk. Do a good selection of beers on tap, like most pubs do, that we go to. Gone for an Amstel today, so I feel it's slightly more classy than when I get a Foster's.
Did you turn down a Foster's?
I did turn down a Foster's for an Amstel. I'll get one at the ground, don't worry. Inside though, got Sky on the TV, various sports playing, there's cricket, there's football, we're watching the sort of early game on Sky in there as well. They've also got an area of dartboard, pool table, DJ booth.
Speakers definitely work.
The speakers definitely work, very loud in there. It's a nice little pub, so if you're getting off from the station, it's about just around the corner. Sort of go in here, have a beer, hop on the bus, get to the football.
Those who don't know, Miller Park, the home of Totton and Eling, is directly behind AFC Totton's ground. Location's probably a couple of miles out of town, but it's easy to get to by car and by bus as well. Actually one of the rare Wessex League grounds that has, especially in Division One as well, that has two stands, so it's got a little standing area behind the goal and also some seating and benching along the halfway line. But there's plenty of room around the whole perimeter. Plenty of standing, and it's quite a nice, quiet location.
Andy, the chairman of Totton and Eling Football Club, tell us a little bit about the club.
Well, Totton and Eling Football Club, we came from what used to be the BAT Sports, and unfortunately BAT Sports decided they didn't want a sports and social club anymore and sold it to a builders. So we were without a home and thought that the club would probably disband. But we thought we'd fight our corner, and Lindens were the company that built the homes on our old ground, but they had to build us a new facility. So luckily we got this ground, and we renamed ourselves Totton and Eling Football Club, because obviously we didn't want the links with BAT being a cigarette manufacturer. Yeah. And went our own way. So, and here we are now, 10 years down the line at the ground. The only difficulty at this ground is, well, obviously we share the bar facilities with AFC Totton, and we don't get any money from it, which is always a hard thing to take.
You've had multiple roles at the club, haven't you? You've been manager, and you're chairman now. What's been your sort of favourite role you've done?
I would definitely say my favourite role would have been manager. I didn't get into football to be a chairman. I literally, the reason I got into football was because I enjoyed the banter with the lads. I started, I had a pretty successful side. We got into the Wessex Prem, and we had a decent run for a few seasons. But it's so hard at this level. To continue with little funds. Do you know what I mean? Everyone seems to pay players now, and it's become harder and harder. The side I had 10, 15 years ago, we weren't paying any of them. Now they probably would all get paid, and it does put a financial strain on us and the club. Do you know what I mean? To try and get a budget, especially when you've got no bar facilities, like I said.
Yeah. And AFC Totton, your illustrious neighbours next door.
Yeah.
You've got a bit of a link up going on there, but it's not the same as last season, is it?
No, we've gone our own ways when it comes to the playing front. We decided that the players, some of the players that they were giving us were very young players. Don't get me wrong, they're probably going to be potential superstars in the future, but they're just not quite ready for this level of football, and they do struggle if you've got too many in the same side. Yeah. So we've got a more experienced side now, of lads who've been playing in the Wessex League for years, And you do notice a difference, you know, the physical side of things and the you know, the way they're accustomed to this league, these players, and if you don't have that experience, you will get found out pretty quick. So, you know, the link-up's still there. We are friends. You know, we are looking to try and improve the facilities with their help financially. We're hoping to put a 3G pitch on our ground, which will help with their academy, and obviously help us as well, because obviously the pitch will be playable whenever we want it, training and everything else. So, you know, we won't have a charge for that because it'll still be our ground. So yeah, we're looking forward to that, and hopefully that will work for both clubs and bring in some much needed income.
Brilliant. Thank you very much for your time, Andy.
Back from a nice relaxing holiday, but I did make one mistake. I've let Matt pick the game today, and I think I'm already regretting that decision, as we've seemed to pick the only place with no bar open at the moment, but it'll be open at 4 o'clock. So you might get some shaky camel work from Matthew in the first half after he's had his couple of beers. But today we are at Totton and Eling versus one of our local teams, isn't it? Milton Town. First look at them this season. Obviously a lot going on with them, both on and off the pitch, lots of changes, especially with the squad, isn't there? But also with Totton and Eling as well, isn't it? They've had a good start to the season, haven't they? Very promising.
Totton and Eling got the best defence in the league. They conceded 5 goals, and Milton the second best attack in the league this season, scoring. I've just got the second highest score, so I forgot to actually put it out.
There you go.
But Totton and Eling, their last 3 league games, they won 1-0 against Verwood here. They beat Foddens 2-1 at Arrow Park, and they beat Fleetlands 5-0 here. So good start to the season for them. Their top scorer is Dylan Mail with 4 goals. He got a hat-trick in the cup. He's the next Stoneham youth player. Really start today.
Delivered this season so far, then, hasn't he?
Very good. But it's whether he starts today or not. He hasn't started the league game yet. But
probably not, because now you've mentioned him.
Yeah, well, that's true.
Track record.
Second top scorer is Ollie Dennett with 3 goals, and Harrison Yedding, last season's top scorer, 14. He's got 2. I think the consistency, the key thing Tottenham will look for this season is consistency. A lot of changes, a lot of managers. When that happens, you get a lot of new players come in, and less reliant so much, like Andy said, on the AFC Totton youngsters.
And also with the weather as well, because they don't want to be in the same situation they were last season with hardly playing any home games, wasn't it, for a period of time. So
Definitely.
Fingers crossed for the weather this year.
New Milton currently 4th in the league. Their last 3 games, 2-0 win against Whitchurch at home last week, 4-0 against promotion rivals Alresford at home as well, and a 5-4 defeat to surprise packages Fribley Green.
Yeah, that's on the league, aren't they, at the moment?
They are indeed. Brad Stanning is their top scorer with 12 goals. Interesting with Brad Stanning was a goalkeeper into the debate for New Milton.
He's been going on about that all week.
I have. I've been really excited about it.
We've got the old Wessex Rooney, haven't we? Old Barney.
Barney Stone.
Had a very good start to the season.
Yep, 9 goals this season. Young man. He's in future, I think, higher up in the leagues, but he's done a real job for them this year. He was good last season. I'm going to mention Heath Thornton, who's their 3rd top scorer, 3 goals, mainly because I come from Croydon and I live near a place called Thornton Heath. There you go. Also, the return of Ollie Ball in goal. He'll add a bit of experience there. And Callum McHarrell, who I think is a very good player, has come in from Verwood Town. New Milton have added a lot of experience to that young team that they did really well with the second half of last season.
Yeah, exactly. So we're hoping for a few goals today, because Matt's promised there's going to be more here than there is at Fairham today. He's guaranteed me.
This is classy. That's all it is. It's a classy thing for classy people.
Big win then. Big win. Yeah, win that deal. Time, Jackie. Return. Jack, Jack. Turn. Yeah, good luck. Win. On, Charlie. Time.
Really,
King on your back.
I think maybe I went into that more of heart.
Just goes we sometimes get carried away. Oh, these really good player at this level, and you think, oh, he can do well.
Oh. It's Paul, Cam. It's Paul. Johnson. Carpet, Harry. Stand up. You know. Give him. Come back, 6.
Ooh, he scored that.
Get him! Area! Barney, get on your bike. Same room, Denny. Oh, get your pockets up. That's covering.
Good head.
What's the cut? What's the cut?
Literally going to say they have a lot of fight, but they want to. Well played.
So is it Saints 1-0?
Yeah.
Good. There's a chance that we should still come back then.
Oh my God. Pressure! Time! Pressure! Don't mind it,
Our time score here is Totton and Eling 1, Milton 1. Good start by Totton and Eling. They had a few good chances, but it's actually Milton that took the lead through the old wonder kid, Barney Stone. Great individual solo goal, but I think Totton and Eling more than held their own, got back into the game with a well-worked set-piece goal. And although your Milton have had more of the ball, probably more of the chances, I think it could go either way second half, couldn't it?
It could. I don't think Tottenham are out of it. They had early chances. Ollie Dennett just put one wide. Shea Woodward's made a good save to deny him as well. But it was New Milton that took the lead on 7 minutes, like you said. It was Barney Stone who sort of got the ball out wide down on the right-hand side. Gave poor Rory Wood a bit of a twisting in and out, cut in. Powerful shot into the bottom corner.
Struck that flat ball well, didn't he?
Yeah. To be fair to Rory Wood, he's grown as the game's gone on. So. Oh yeah, that's what you said. Sorry. Just in case you're wondering, there's a lot of debate whether the balls are pumped up enough or not. But the equaliser 19 minutes was a corner from Dennett, swung in. Tottenham obviously put someone deliberately on the goalkeeper to try and stop him coming from it. And it sort of headed clear, and it was Jack Attrill, who I think has been really good for Tottenham midfield, who headed it into the net. He's been quite combative, I think, in the centre of the park. We've got Jack's goal camera.
Good, yeah. Oh, nice. Enjoy that.
Come on, Jack, right! You're in, Denny! Denny! Come back!
And they're still regretting that, because if they'd got more goals, they didn't get that one.
Oh, well done. Ben, model today?
That's a new Milton badge from it then.
No.
Hard fought draw. They're a very, very good side. Got some very, very good players, and they were quite direct first half, and we stood up to it, and then thought we had better chances first half, and second half they probably had the best of it, and probably feel a little bit hard done by, but on the whole maybe a point was a fair result.
You guys defended really well, really organised. You've been like that all season, only 6 goals conceded. Is that something you've worked on?
Yeah, we've kind of gone with a defensive base that we want to be hard to break down, but we've got some real attacking flair as well. So we are creating a lot of chances. We could have had a couple in the first half, but yeah, we've got some good players here, and we've got some lads who want to put their bodies on the line and block shots. And we stood up to the test today, so I'm really proud of the lads.
It's fine margins. I mean, Ollie Dennett had a couple of good chances just wide, and the goalkeeper saved one of them as well.
Yeah.
So it's one of those ones, if it goes in, it's a different game, isn't it?
100%. And then we had the one in the second half where the keeper looks like he handled it about 5 yards out of the box, but the linesman went up the play. So it's one of those that, like you just said there, fine margins. They'll feel hard done by, and we think that on another day, one of those chances from Dennett, he's normally clinical, he'd normally finish those. So yeah, one of those goes in or the keeper gets sent off. They could have a little better outcome in the game, but it's a hard fought point, so it keeps us in the mix with the top 8, and we'll see how we get there at the end of the season.
It's brilliant. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Have a good day.
Cheers. Happy with the point?
Not really. No, I think it probably will feel like a good point tomorrow, but right now it feels like 2 points dropped. I thought gameplay, I thought they were playing for a point from the start, which is fair play to them. They got it. I just thought the golfing class between the two sides, without sounding disrespectful, was miles and miles. And for us, I think, I thought we'd come in and they knew they'd give us a tough game. Pitch was a real leveller. But yeah, at the moment, disappointed we haven't won. I think we did enough to win 3 or 4 games. But yeah, tomorrow it'll probably feel like a good point, but not right now.
But Barney Stone's goal, let's talk a bit about that, because it was absolutely amazing strike.
Yeah,
the way he did that.
You can watch Barney, you can mark him and he'll turn you. You can stand off him and he'll beat you. I don't know how you play against him, to be honest. I dread to be a left back playing against Barn. He's got everything. And yeah, we're really lucky to have him at this level. But yeah, another beautiful goal, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Shift and shot.
I think you just feel the buzz when he gets the ball, just among the people around us.
Yeah,
like,
that's the thing. Every time he gets the ball, you think, go on.
Yeah.
It creates stuff. And I felt like we created a lot without actually having a proper chance, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
The final ball from us was... It just wasn't. It just didn't fall for us.
It ended all square here, 1-1 between Totton and Eling and New Milton. Not a great deal to report on the second half, I thought. I think it just got a little bit scrappy. Milton had a lot of the ball again, didn't they? A few chances, but I just never quite fell to them, or they just never quite got that final ball, did they, that they needed. But then again, on the other hand, I think Tottenham showed why they've only conceded 5 goals for today. Really good defensive performance, well organised, and they even had a few chances of their own, didn't they?
They did. Adam Patterson, the ex-Stoneman guy, he was the captain. He organised them really well at the back, and they defended really well. And when they knew they were going to get a lot of balls into the box from either McHale or Stone on the wing for New Milton, all those long throws from Billy Maybury, but they coped with it really well. And Theo Widger in goal was well pulled off a couple of decent saves, holding the ball.
Yeah.
Tottenham did have their chances. Ollie Dennett put one wide when he was through.
He's had a few today, didn't he? But
he has. He's had quite a good game though, nonetheless.
Yeah.
And I'm very, very impressed with Harry Osman, I thought, for Tottenham Eling up front, just because he did a lot of running, but he was relieving pressure to let them.
Yeah, he did a lot of work today about the ball, and also kudos to their left back as well, wasn't it?
Rory
he had a bit of a torrid time first half against Barney, but he grew into the game and sort of just got him in check, didn't he? First half, and sort of just got better as the game went on. But Barney just looked dangerous every time he got the ball today, didn't he? I think if he could just work on a bit more consistency of that final ball, his final touch. I think some player there, isn't there?
Oh god, yeah, he's going to be playing at a much higher level.
Yeah,
and it's scary to think he's only like 17, 18. And some of the stuff he does, it's just like, I think there's also high expectations. I think it's like I was saying during the game to you, it's like he gets the ball, we expect him to beat 6 players and put it in the top corner every time. It's not going to happen.
No. But overall, another good day out here, isn't it? We've been well looked after today.
Yeah, Andy's been brilliant, chairman.
Yeah, really nice guy to talk to, and even New Milton people as well.
Yeah, Dan, again, brilliant.
Yeah, been really good to talk to. But yeah, another good vlog on its way. And next week, we are going to be doing the top end of the Wessex Premier, because we're going to be doing 2 of the, not surprise packages, but 2 of the
I would say surprise packages
early front runners this season. Hamble versus Fareham. So Matt's been let off the hook today. So well done, Matthew.
We'll have to pick games again, yeah?
Maybe.